Hello and welcome to the 2019 Cabinetry Trends presentation being presented by Serenade Cabinetry. This is Janine Weinzerl. I am the Director of Business Development at Serenade Cabinetry. I've been in the cabinet industry about 20 years in various aspects of product development, marketing, and sales, with both high-end custom organizations as well as some stock people, so lots of cabinet experience. I joined ACPI in 2016 to develop the Serenade Cabinetry product line, which is a semi-custom frameless brand that we launched in early 2017. Prior to that, I was in retail with Target Corporation and have a Bachelor of Science degree in retail merchandising, clothing, textiles, and design from the University of Wisconsin-Stout. So Serenade is a brand of cabinetry within the ACPI brand portfolio. Cabinets play the leading role in setting the style and appearance of not just your kitchen, but your whole home. The kitchen is the one room or space that investing in can add the most value to your home. So it is important to make sure that homeowners understand the importance of investing in quality constructed cabinetry to ensure they will withstand the test of time. In addition to cabinets playing the leading role in determining both your kitchen's appearance, they are also the key player in providing functionality to keep the family and the home organized. The first trend I'm going to be speaking about is white. It's not new, but it is still the most common factor for cabinetry in today's designs is this use of the color white. A white kitchen can be painted or high gloss acrylic or a laminate material. Designing an all-white kitchen may sound easy, but attention to detail is still needed. White reflects light, so it is best used to accentuate high-quality materials, as any small imperfections are going to be easily seen. To keep a predominantly white kitchen with stainless steel appliances from becoming too sterile and cold-feeling, use of natural colors to warm it up is always a good idea. This can be in the flooring or other furniture such as a wood table with a rich patina or even exposed beams. Think about using a soft gray or beige on the walls to soften the overall feel of the room. If the floor is wood with a lot of character, white is often the best choice for the cabinetry, as wood-toned cabinetry would make the room look too busy, competing with the interest or character in the flooring. If the floor or other components of the design are dark, white will also balance the color of the space. If there are windows with a fantastic view, white cabinets will enhance, not distract from that outside view, keeping it the focal point, and making the cabinets a very aesthetically pleasant backdrop. White cabinetry is an excellent choice when bright or contrasting decor, artwork, or collectibles are to be displayed in the kitchen. Think of the white cabinets as a canvas to show other colorful or interesting fixtures, furnishings, or decor items that the homeowner may be including in the design that they possibly already own. White is also a good choice if there's not a lot or limited natural light. White cabinets with artificial light added when natural light is not available will make a smaller and confined space appear and feel more open and airy. Dark or wood-toned cabinets would make the workspace reflect less light, making it more difficult to see even when reading things such as a cookbook. This is especially important with an aging population, so white is always a good choice when working with an elderly client. The first step to selecting the perfect white for your space is understanding that all white paint colors have undertones, some yellow, some gray, some peach, some blue, and so on. These undertones are not super obvious when you look at the white paint on its own, but are enhanced when placed alongside other items in the space, such as countertops, backsplash, wall color, or anything else really in the room. Choose the paint color for the cabinetry first, and then the other selections to coordinate with it. While most of your initial selections will be made within showrooms or at stores, it is important to look at your final selections together in the home before officially committing. The natural lighting the space gets in addition to the existing ambient and task lighting can make a selection look different than they did under the fluorescent lighting which they may be in when they were initially selected. Looking at your paint options in the space during different times of the day is also a good idea. It will allow you to see firsthand how the color may change throughout the day. Because the color you select will live in your home day in and day out, considering your home and its unique lighting will give a realistic preview of the final results. White or shades of it are very versatile to either contrast or complement almost any other color or style choices. They provide a neutral canvas for other fancy and interesting selections such as fixtures and countertops. The color white is not more hygienic than black, but it does psychologically convey a sanitary feeling. White cabinetry can set the tone for a clean and contemporary or detailed and traditional kitchen and whole home style. Trend number 2, shaker door style. The shaker door style is the most universal timeless door style ever. A true shaker style has clean and simple lines. This minimalist style was first introduced to the United States by the Shakers, which is a branch of the Quakerism over 200 years ago, in support of their belief of simplicity, orderliness, and neatness, and that building cabinetry and furniture were to fill a need rather than to serve as decor. Although quality craftsmanship was important to the original Shakers, that is not always the case with Shaker-style cabinetry today. Almost every, if not all, cabinet brands offer a version of it, from the most economic low-end to the very custom high-end manufacturers, domestic or imported, in limitless number of wood species and stain colors, to painted finishes to even thermofoil one-piece options. A true Shaker-style home, kitchen, or cabinet door style is void of ornamentation, more utilitarian, and balanced in design. A true Shaker-style cabinet door is made with a 5-piece construction, a flat center panel with 4 additional pieces to frame it on all sides. Drawer fronts on a Shaker door style design can either have a 5-piece or a slab drawer front. Back to its origin days, a Shaker cabinet was built in and had dovetail solid wood drawer boxes. Variations of the Shaker door style have evolved with some very simple edge easing or profiling of the stiles and rails, but the basic squareness remains. Today, from industrial to contemporary to country, the Shaker door can be used for cabinetry in all rooms of the home, giving it a nice unifying look. Trend number 3, contemporary. According to Merriam-Webster, the word contemporary used as an adjective is marked by characteristics of the present period, modern or current. HGTV states, contemporary style encompasses a range of styles developed in the latter half of the 20th century. Pieces feature rounded and softened lines as opposed to the stark lines seen in modern design. Home interiors contain neutral elements and bold color, and they focus on the basics of line, shape, and form. Contemporary interiors feature tone-on-tone color palettes in browns, taupes, creams, pure white with a shot of color sometimes found as an accent. The trend toward simplification and streamlining life is showing up in the kitchen in the form of clean, contemporary, streamlined cabinet designs and smooth surfaces without any ornate carving, adornment, or profiling. But this does not mean boring. How do you create a contemporary look and make these clean, open, and sleek aesthetics have some personality all their own? Start with a quality, semi, or fully custom frameless cabinet box. Using a frameless cabinet versus a cabinet with a face frame simply lends itself to the contemporary look with minimal reveal between the doors and drawer fronts. If size modifications can be done to make the cabinets fit the exact space, the need for fillers will be greatly reduced, creating fewer lines, utilizing the space much more efficiently, and give you additional configuration options. Best choice in door styles for creating a contemporary look is the slab door style. A slab door style in a high-gloss acrylic finish, a wood veneer slab style in natural walnut, or a wood grain matte finish laminate door with the grain going horizontally can each create a different take on a contemporary look. The high-gloss acrylic creates a high-glam, sophisticated look, while the walnut results in a warmer, softer, and contemporary style. A slab door with the wood grain going horizontal would give the perception of width versus height to the room. Perfect if ceilings are high. Overall, the design should be kept simple. Use fewer, larger cabinets when possible. Add dimension and texture to the look by varying cabinet heights or creating a focal point by mixing materials and colors used on the doors. Contemporary can feel as cozy as an old farmhouse look when mixed with warm wood decor. Another design option to create a contemporary streamline feel is to put cabinets all the way to the ceiling with no visible wall. Use slab doors here and a softer color. Bold will overwhelm the room. This also eliminates the need for crown molding, which can add significant cost to the kitchen. Overall, a contemporary-styled kitchen offers a fresh look and the functionality needed for today's modern homeowner. Trend number 4, the use of islands. The kitchen island can serve many purposes. According to the National Association of Home Builders, 76% of home buyers consider a central island essential to the kitchen. It can provide additional, often large, open prep space. With fewer wall cabinets and more open shelving, an island provides needed additional storage. An island can provide additional seating for casual dining. To use an island as an informal dining space, plan at least 24 inches of width per person. For adequate leg room, make sure there's a clearance of 9 to 13 inches between the knees and the bottom of the counter. With open floor plans so prevalent today, another purpose is to give definition, but not separation, to what is the kitchen space and what is the living space, albeit one room. The prevalent trend in the design of islands itself is they are being designed and built at countertop height, not bar height. In addition to all its uses, the island can also serve as the focal point of the kitchen, as it's the best place of any to use countertop material with high impact. To make the island a true showpiece, as well as a workhorse, some design options include the use of decorative end panels to finish off the ends. Add decorative legs or posts, giving it more style and add character while offering additional support. Just make sure that they are in scale to the overall size of the island. Increase your kitchen's wow factor by using a contrasting cabinet color for the island. As you are designing the island, keep in mind the overall size to the space available. Ideally, an island should have 36 to 48 inches of space around all sides to accommodate foot traffic. The island will be most beneficial when keeping the needs of the homeowner in mind. Do they like to bake? Do they need extra storage? Will kids be doing homework at the island? Depending on how they use the kitchen, different countertop materials, designs, and features are recommended. And don't forget to add the extras. Built-in mechanics and features such as electrical outlets help to customize the island to the family's needs and to make the kitchen workflow more efficient. A kitchen island will be the center of the home activity, the hub. Trend number 5, floating shelves. Skip wall cabinets and opt for open shelving for a more modern feel. Homeowners love floating shelves for the creativity and uniqueness they have when they can display their collections of pretty dishes and treasures, even if used every day. When used for everyday dishes, collecting dust is not an issue. They provide the ultimate inconvenience and functionality for making everything visible and easy to grab at all times, and allow those not familiar with where things go to now be able to assist cooking or putting dishes away without asking where they go when behind closed cabinet doors. Floating shelves offer flexibility to switch decor in the kitchen with the changing seasons. Change the look of your space simply by rearranging or updating the items on the shelf itself. Floating shelves can be used in places where other cabinets may not fit, in odd or otherwise unusable space. Open shelving can actually increase your storage space by better utilizing space that was previously unreachable and at the same time make the room feel more open. Open shelves work great in baths and laundry rooms as well. If your goal is to become more organized and stay organized, floating shelves will do that, as long as the homeowner is committed to keeping things neat. Floating shelves can save you money as they are lower cost than a full cabinet. Shelf brackets are a fun way to jazz up open shelving in the kitchen, or they can be attached with hidden cantilevers. Either way, it is imperative that the method of attachment is secure and uses screws long enough to be at least 1.5 to 2 inches into the studs in the wall. Using floating shelves as part of your design, they create a focal point, interest, and a unique look for each and every kitchen. Trend number 6, two-toned kitchens. These days, two-toned kitchens are the look everyone seems to be clamoring over, and all it takes is one look to see why this trend is piquing homeowners' interest. One color in a large kitchen, and it quickly loses its appeal as opposed to two colors combined in a very stylish design. One of the most common ways for someone to get in on this trend is through choosing a portion or section of the area to become a focal point for the space. An island or a hood and a cooktop that is frequently chosen because of their central spot in the layout. The contrast of the dark and light on the right brings stylish drama to the trend-setting space. This kitchen space uses the hood finished in a warm gray stain to create the focal point. The eye is drawn to the curve of the hood, softening the squareness in the cabinet doors. The photo on the right shows a hood and cooktop in a warm off-white, balanced by the warmth of the natural walnut wood on both sides. Using complementary hues looks clean and elegant, creating a very pretty yet practical kitchen. If bright and bold contrasting colors is more your client's style, use bright white and a bold vivid color to make the space bright and inviting, making it very appealing with a definite statement of style. Using a dark contrasting color makes the space casual and friendly, yet very classic, while adding depth and richness. Another common way to utilize this trend is by using a darker shade on your lower cabinets and a lighter shade on top. This look works because it allows you to make a statement by using a bold color on your lowers and simultaneously helps to ground the space. Using a two-tone design with light on the upper cabinets and darker on the base also helps the space look larger because the lighter shade on the upper cabinets will draw the eye upward. Rather than a light and a dark paint combined, how about white uppers and wood bases? Use of different materials such as frosted glass, aluminum doors on the walls with the wood tone bases creates a fantastic two-tone style. So how do you decide which cabinets are what color without doing too much? One option is to take all of the cabinets that touch the floor, base and tall cabinets, and that is your major color. Then take anything not touching the floor, your upper cabinets, and treat them as your second color. It is safe to say that most of the kitchen designs with two-tone colors create an amazing visual effect and is easier and simpler to accomplish than one might think. Trend number 7, storage and organization options. 20 years ago, kitchen cabinets were well equipped if they included a Lazy Susan and built-in wastebasket. Now storage options are plentiful for almost all cabinet types and items found in a kitchen. Lack of storage is a common problem in many kitchens, but creative solutions can help make the most of the space. When planning how to get the maximum amount of storage and organization for your clients, first have them declutter. Encourage them to not keep items they no longer use. Then begin the process of planning the storage and organization of what is left based on its use. For instance, cutlery should have its own drawer near the meal prep area. Plates and glasses should be together near the dishwasher for convenience. If your client is a coffee or tea drinker, design the kitchen to store mugs, tea bags, and coffee grounds in a cabinet near the coffee maker or teapot. Determine the amount of space needed for the items your client owns based on breaking them into 5 use categories. Those categories being consumables, non-consumables, cleaning, preparation, and cooking. Understanding this will help you allocate the proper amount of space and add the right accessories into each zone to maximize convenience and capacity. One of the questions to ask your clients is, do they buy in bulk or do they buy a meal at a time? If they buy in bulk or like to stock up, consider adding tall pantry cabinets with chrome or wood pullouts to keep can and dry goods organized and easy to reach. For corner cabinets, add a Lazy Susan or the Le Mans corner cabinet to bring the contents of these hard-to-access areas out to the homeowner. Next to cooktops, consider spice or base pull-out accessories to store spices and cooking oils close to cooktops. Utilize the space below the drop-in cooktop better by adding rollouts for pots and pans. Pullouts of any type allow for better access to items in the back of the cabinet. There's now even an accessory for hanging pots, pans, and covers. Think about base cabinet accessories that offer sealed storage for dry food items. If your client does a lot of baking, find a place for a mixer lift. Another uptrending storage cabinet, according to the MBA, is the need for wine storage. Built-in wine storage, such as wine cubbies or the recently launched into the marketplace, the Xbox. These can be incorporated into otherwise underused areas of the kitchen, such as corners and small gaps between cabinets and appliances. Innovation always plays a part on improving the performance of many of the accessories. One feature to look for in accessories is the full extension feature, allowing the accessory and its contents to come all the way out of the cabinet. Look for the ever-popular soft close feature and non-slip shelves. Two things to remember when adding storage and organization accessories to your client's home is understanding their lifestyle and embracing the height of the kitchen by thinking vertically for added storage space. Trend number 8, drawers instead of doors. Most people request pullouts just because typically they don't have pullouts in their existing cabinetry, and it annoys them that most of the stuff in these cabinets is pretty hard to get to. Things get lost in the back, and once items are stashed back there, they are often forgotten and not used. Deep, wide drawers are becoming used more frequently over cabinets with doors and shelves or rollouts. Drawers can be accessed with one motion rather than two, meaning you don't first have to open the doors and ensure they are open wide enough for the pullout to come all the way out, and then pull out the rollout itself. A deep, wide drawer does have a limit in size, but there are now heavy-duty hardware and drawer bottom reinforcements or stabilizers available for extra wide drawers. Without this, a wide drawer of 36 inches or wider more will sag over time, even with heavy-duty glides. Homeowners might tend to weigh down that big drawer with big heavy items, and you have to account for that when determining the appropriate size of drawers needed. Items like measuring cups, stacked bowls, plastic food storage containers, dish towels, bulky serving spoons, or kitchen tools work great in deep drawers. Pullouts or rollout shelves will also take out more usable width in the cabinet than a drawer. They are slightly narrower because they need to account for the edge of the drawer and the build-out it takes to clear the hinge and cabinet door for it to slide out easily. This can use up to 1.5 inches of cabinet width per side on a frameless box, or up to 3 inches overall. That is deducted from the actual usable width of a drawer. While getting access to every inch of storage might be critical for a client, you also have to think of the visual aspect of the elevation. You don't want the cabinetry to be divided up randomly according to storage needs only. It would appear chaotic and unplanned. You need to be conscious of the lines created and the placement of appliances, etc., that are often cases where the visual might override the practical, so that be sure that your client likes the aesthetics of drawer banks versus doors. Drawers versus doors in your kitchen design should be a balance between the practical needs and the visual appearance of the elevation. Trend number 9, glass doors. There is something elegant and beautiful about glass kitchen cabinet doors, turning boring, plain wood into something spectacular. They seem to open everything up and make the room seem bigger and more alive. Create an exceptional space and showcase beautiful dinnerware by incorporating timeless mullion doors into your client's kitchen design. Mullions are moldings that divide a frame door opening and either hold individual panes of glass called true divided lights or more commonly serve as decorative accents over a single pane of glass. Using a mullion light pattern with a framed cabinet door is a great way to enhance any cabinet project, combining functionality with stylish design. The most popular style of a door prepared for glass is the X-Light style. This lends itself to the contemporary designs talked about earlier. Other popular styles are the frame style with no mullions, just the outside like a picture frame, a prairie, or arts and crafts style with 9 offset lights. Another popular style is the standard or mullion door with square or rectangular lights of equal size, which has a more traditional overall look. There are many other styles available, some very ornate. Typically, the cabinet manufacturer will make the outside profile and the mullion profile match that of the door style used in the design. Aluminum frame glass cabinet doors are a contemporary addition to residential interiors. The aluminum frames will come in a variety of finishes. The aluminum frames that come in a variety of finishes provide endless design possibilities when combined with a variety of available glass options. Aluminum modern cabinet doors are ideal for both remodeling and new construction projects. Fluted or reeded glass cabinet inserts create a clean, modern look in the kitchen. Cabinets with glass doors are frequently stacked on top of other wall cabinets and used to showcase pieces or artwork not frequently used, almost like artifacts in a museum. Using glass fronts on even a few cabinets adds texture and visual interest to a kitchen. Textured glass inserts make a big impact on a wall of solid cabinetry. Glass front cabinets mixed with open shelving keep everything you need in plain sight. Fluted glass inserts help the kitchen look light and airy and create a clean, modern look in the kitchen. These types of glass inserts will slightly obscure cabinet contents but will not mask them entirely. Glass cabinet inserts represent an ideal compromise between solid cabinetry and open shelving. They keep out dust and debris to help open up a kitchen visually and showcase striking dishware and decorative items. And today we have more choices than ever for the glass inserts. Trend number 10, black and blue. Black cabinets are showing up all over the place in every style and size of kitchen. Contemporary, country, and traditional, and tiny and galley, and the list goes on. Kitchens where natural light is abundant are the envy of all kitchens everywhere, and using black kitchen cabinetry to contrast with that light provides a fresh look. As the ultimate dark color, black isn't necessarily confined to large spaces. Black cabinets may not be the first thing you think of when you think traditional kitchen, but the warmth of wood tones and earthy hues paired with black cabinet balances everything out nicely. Is there a more luxe or sophisticated combination than black with gold? In an otherwise simple kitchen, black provides the perfect background to these glimmers of gold. Cabinets look clean and handsome. A kitchen like this looks on trend and classic at the same time. Black kitchens can be seriously sexy and modern, but they can also feel a little too sleek for hanging out every day with your family. Combine it with a light wood and it'll feel a bit more homey. A 50-50 split of black and white in a kitchen space results in a gorgeous, timeless look. After white, blue is probably one of the most popular kitchen colors. It's classic, calming, and adds color without feeling too in your face, yet makes a crisp and inviting statement. Blue is the color of the sky and the ocean, which is likely where there's something innately tranquil and serene about the color blue, and why it's such a natural hue for cabinets. With so many to choose from, there's a shade of blue out there for every style, mood, and paint preference. Various shades of blue feature on cabinets, walls, and decor beautifully come together to create a vibrant atmosphere. When blue cabinets are paired with creamy walls, a relaxing place to gather is created. Blue adds just the right amount of color and warmth to a kitchen without being overpowering. Plus, it looks gorgeous with a variety of neutrals. It looks wonderful next to hardwood floors, white beams, and dark accents, and it works well in both small and large spaces. Blue cabinets make a white farmhouse sink pop, adding instant interest to the kitchen. Amp up the contrast in the room by pairing it with bright white countertops or flooring. If the contrast feels too stark between white and blue, opt for gray. The cool tones create a mellow, relaxing place to get your bake on. Pale blues can help bridge the gap between wanting to stay neutral and simultaneously wanting to play with color. Stainless steel plays insanely well off of blue cabinetry. When used in a two-tone design, as talked about earlier, blue as a block of color really stands out. Navy cabinets feel sophisticated paired with marble countertops. Navy cabinets instantly change the vibe of the entire space. It creates drama while evoking feelings of elegance. Brass and colorful art and foliage really pop off of a navy backdrop. If you go dramatic with the cabinet door, let the other elements in your space, such as the countertops, backsplash, and accessories, be a bit more quiet and reserved. By doing so, your kitchen will be unique and cool as opposed to loud and overwhelming. It may seem scary, but if you choose correctly, a pop of color can go a long way to create an unforgettable space and one your client will be excited to live, cook, and entertain in on a daily basis.